Not a problem. I'm fine, thanks. Except that I can still not activate. I cannot activate my camera yet for some reason. The other day I had a similar problem. I think I can project. I can do that, but I'm trying to reactivate my camera, and I believe it is a controller. So I'm trying to reinstall a new controller.
Mm-hmm.
But with this modern technology, it looks like you have to learn how to fly an airplane to do almost anything. You buy a
Yeah,
watch, you have a 100-page manual. You buy a camera, you buy a screen, anything you buy now, it is a 100-page manual. I don't know if you have had that experience, Mickey.
yeah, because now the newest models has a lot of features, so it is difficult from one day to other to know all that information. But I don't know. You cannot use your camera just in StreamYard or in general, teacher.
I try to use it in, well, that's a good question. Actually, that is a good question because no, I tried to use it in Zoom the other day and I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't. I couldn't use it in StreamYard, and I couldn't use it in Zoom either. So what I
What
tried to do was to, yes,
What is the model of your laptop, teacher?
it is HP. I don't know where I can see it. I guess in my configuration, right?
Yeah, you can go to your configuration, and it appears the. I think that it's in in configuration. I think that in the first part it
Configuration.
appears the model of the computer.
Okay. Yeah, here it comes. It's a system laptop 3212B3L.
3L.
Yes, 3212B3TL. Yeah, that one.
TL.
Yeah, that is the model. I don't know if that is something. Could be
32
something simple.
12
Yeah,
BTL.
exactly right. Yes, yes, yes. Actually I just sent you the picture with the name laptop. Yeah, and I don't know what the issue can be.
32 12 B3TL.
Top 3212B3TL.
Mm, I don't know if you go through settings and see if there's like a Windows update.
So that's in configuration, right?
Yeah,
And then Windows Update, yes.
it appears that there's a new Windows update.
Yeah,
Mm,
it says
probably is
actualizaciones
that.
disponibles. Yeah.
Yeah, probably is that. If not, you can go to the Windows part, then you choose camera and see if you allow access or not.
Yeah, it says that it is possible that the camera is covered, and then there is a code, and supposedly I can get help from the assistant. And it looks like I need to change maybe the controller. Could be a controller, could be a new controller, and I need to download a new controller apparently
Mm-hmm.
because the controller can be damaged. Yeah. Well.
Mm, here is, I don't know if you have seen I'm gonna send you the link. It appears that are like the solution of HP to that problem, and they say like you need to like troubleshoot, and it appears the different steps if you haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I see. Oh, could be should privacy. Okay, well, it's best match, trusted camera settings. Well, it looks like looks like a whole process. Yeah, I'm gonna do it, Mickey. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
sure, no problem.
Yeah, this is gonna help a lot. Troubleshoot the webcam. All right, awesome. I'm gonna that link. Thank you very much.
Yes, sure, no problem.
And well, sorry that I'm not visible today, but this
Don't worry.
basically. Mickey, I had a question the other day about public. I was thinking about this topic quite interestingly because we say that we need to help society as citizens, we need to help people as organizations, etc. But what about the government? Do they have any public policies in terms of social programs? Um, so, public policies related to social problems, what do you think about that? Do you think there is like a social view of the government to help solve all these problems, or just random? What do you think about that?
Mm, well, yeah, I think that the government has different programs. For example, the last time when it was my birthday, I went to an event by the state government, and
Okay.
in this event, they show you like different activities related to technology, related to artificial intelligence. So in a way, I think that I don't know if other states, because I know that this event is from the state of Guanajuato, but they are trying to prepare young people because it was free, and the event was huge. Obviously, I know that they use the budget of the state, but I think that at least mm, they are trying to do something positive. I'm not saying that that's all the effort that they can do, but yeah, I think so. I don't know if the federal government is doing or putting programs. Can you with me just 1 minute, teacher? Sorry.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely.
No, yeah, sorry, teacher.
Okay, no problem.
Um, yeah, well, but I know that, for example, in the federal government, there are like programs where students and people who's not working receive money, but I don't know if giving money is a solution to the problems that we have.
Yeah, well, I think it is not, and I agree with you fully. Um, But I believe what the state government is doing is very positive. They, for instance, also are promoting sports in a big fashion. They're devoting lots of money. The budget is increasing in the sports field. And for example, recently, a friend of mine invited me to join the State Commission of Sports to train the chess players that are going to play in the selective in Campeche at the middle of the month, at the end of the month, 20th to 26th of May in
Wow.
Campeche. There is a
Hmm.
selection of chess players who are going
Hmm.
to go to Campeche. And so they are paying for the tickets. They are giving you good resources. There was a concentration in a concentration field and facility in Guanajuato. So they're really devoting good amount of money to sports, which is excellent for youths, for young people.
Yeah, of
So
course.
I think they're working fine in many areas. To be honest, I mean they are doing a good job. Um, but now the point is, where do they have to impact? When we talk about social welfare programs, what comes to your mind in terms of welfare? Is welfare always bad? Is welfare sometimes good? Welfare programs provide assistance, usually for free, or sometimes you need to do some type of uh, payback in terms of social service, you don't have to give the money back. You can do some social activities, planting trees. Uh, I don't know, many ways to do this. What do you think about social welfare programs, Mickey? For example, social security and employment benefits, food assistance. Let me write the definition of this so that it becomes a bit clearer.
Hmm.
These are some examples of social welfare programs. Let's see what you think. If you can please read them, at least in the US. What's your opinion about these ones, Mickey, please?
Yeah, these include programs like Social Security, unemployment benefits, food assistance, such as SNAP in the United States, and housing assistance. These programs aim to alleviate poverty and provide a safety net for those in need.
In addition to this, really quick, in parentheses, there is also what the program called food stamps,
Mhm.
which are like tickets to get a ration of food for the day. What do you think of these type of programs, Mickey, in general?
Well, yeah, of course, those programs are trying to cover the different needs that part of the society usually have. But I don't know exactly how those problems uh, have been applied, but I imagine that yeah, at least probably they're not fixing the problem, but at least is making they're making like more how can I say it, like something that can continue for at least a longer period of time. I think so.
Yeah, yeah, of course, of course. For example, employment benefits. There's you're gonna see people that have had a job for 5, 10, or 15 years, and suddenly they lose the job. So they give some kind of compensation to at least get by while you are restored in the working environment. Food assistance, well, is the food stamps program that you see people in the cities in the US in long queues, in long lines,
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, of course.
and and these people get food stamps so that you can eat for them. Well, you take a look at those people under the bridge in Irapuato, the
Hmm.
immigrants from Central America. What have you seen there?
Yeah, well, I have seen that the government, I imagine that the municipal government puts them bathrooms,
Yes.
and I think that next to the bathrooms there's a place, and in that place they receive food. I think so because I have seen a lot of people of the obviously of the immigrants going there, and so I imagine that probably they provide food or at least something to survive. You know, I don't know if it's something good or not in the long term because I don't know how many of them achieve past the border, but yeah, at least the government are giving like that type of support.
I believe that is excellent because it gives them food for, I mean, you need food to survive. If they don't have a job or a means of income, they need to eat, they need to do their necessities. I don't think they give them shelter, but they have their tents over
Mm-hmm.
there, small
Yeah.
houses. So they're making it more or less. They're making it at least. I don't know if they are in a way to in a transition period or they plan to go to the US or somewhere else. But also, how do you make those people productive? At the end, I think it's good to receive a benefit, but then when and how do they give something back to the society, to their own people? How would we organize them in order for us to make them productive, efficient, positive, creative, so they are able to render something beneficial for the society? What could we do? What can we think of?
Uh, well, I consider that probably what they can do is uh, like work service, probably. I don't know, but at least I have seen that when Obviously, there are like waves of people. One one wave arrive, and then the other wave continue with the journey. Um, but normally they left a lot of trash and a lot of um, obviously the things that they used when they were there. So probably they could do like this uh, work service that I don't know, at least cleaning the streets or um, what else? I don't know, but probably that something that the city at least get a benefit of have these people there. I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking of planting trees, which is
Yeah.
always beneficial, planting trees. I would say watering gardens.
Yeah, this type of
There-
social service.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Do you think those people know how to read?
Read?
Yeah, I think they
Um,
know how to read, many of them, or should know how to read, don't you think?
yeah, I would say that. I don't know. Obviously, I don't have the data, but yeah, I think so.
So maybe helping children to read, how to read, or learn other things. Maybe teaching them some works of carpentry. I would say there is a place called IECA,
Mm-hmm.
which I think we've talked about that.
Yeah.
Is Instituto Estatal de Capacitación.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should learn how to do things and then they should teach them. They should teach the others. For example, they should take course on plumbing, maybe carpentry, maybe some basic of electricity, and getting to work. Maybe finding a site to. Okay, who sponsors them now in the moment? The municipality, right? The city hall.
Yeah.
Well, the retribution should be to the society, not to a private entity. Well, the municipality, and this is something that maybe we could propose to the meetings they have in the presidency every 8 or 15 days, finding a site to um, clean cars. Say the public cars. It doesn't have to be the cars of the private people, but cars of the police, wash cars. But I would say it would be beneficial for them to do something in retribution of the society. What do you think of the concept? Many people say, no, because then you're trying to take advantage of them. No, no, no. We feed them first, we give them shelter, we give them bathrooms, sometimes we give them garments, clothes, etc. But now they also have to provide retribution to the society. That concept can be controversial. What do you think about it, Mickey?
Yeah. I don't consider that it's something bad. Uh, Instead, I think that it's a good way to uh, make them like part of the society because they are, in a way, contributing something to the society. So I consider that that will be a at least a near solution to get a benefit from not from them but from the things that the government is giving them. I think so.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And so, well, that is one of the possibilities. How would you do it? How would a person make sure that these people start doing something productive? What do you think? Let me take a call really quick, Mickey. Can I please?
Yes, teacher, don't worry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mickey. It's so well.
Yes, sure, don't worry.
How we were saying, how do we carry this out, right? How do we implement this? Do we convince the presidency there is a council of people, um, council of representatives that talk in a table in the city hall every 8 days? They have a meeting and they consider the important aspects of society in different topics, social topics, science topics, health topics, this and that. But I think everything at the end is social. Everything is social. So
Yeah.
um, I believe there is a table of social concerns and maybe introducing this idea here to implement. And then they would say, well, this is the responsibility of the area social science, of social affairs, social affairs. And this would be only one of the many topics, right?
Yeah.
Well, other topics would be educational policies. I'm going to put it here, educational policies. The other topic would be healthcare policies, which is another important aspect. Healthcare policies. What else do you consider is important of social relevance, Mickey?
Mm, well, probably the security policies.
Security, absolutely. Security, security policies, policies. And they also include labor policies, and criminal justice policies
Hmm.
also. So imagine that you are the mayor of Irapuato, right? And then you have different tables. In one table, you discuss educational policies with the corresponding people. In the other table, you discuss healthcare policies. In another table, you discuss security, labor policies, and criminal justice policies. And finally, probably, well, you discuss environmental policies too. Yeah, environmental policies. What else would you discuss in your tables? What else? What other topic would you include? Maybe
Mm,
family and child welfare policies.
yeah.
All right. So these are your tables. You have, I think I had everything, housing policies, I think, and that's more or less the most important topics that you discuss with your tables, with your representatives. How would you organize these tables? How would you tell them, well, this is a priority, this is in the second table? How would you organize your people to, let me remove this, to
Mhm.
attend, to give attention to these interesting topics?
Well, first I will put um, probably family and child welfare policies.
This would be priority.
Yeah.
This would be number one. Okay. And then you need someone to manage this table, to coordinate this table. Let's say that with the connections, the relationships that you have here, you need to designate a coordinator among your friends, colleagues, people that you know in this moment. Let's choose friends from school. I'm gonna make it difficult for you.
Hmm. Mm,
Tell me a name of a friend, colleague, person that you know in your school that you put in
yeah.
charge of this table.
Probably. Mm, mm, David. David will
David,
be.
okay, David. Okay. Here's David. David is in charge of this table. All right. So you have a coordinator for family and child welfare policies. Let's do the same for the other ones, Mickey. I know that it may be difficult. It's just a game.
Yeah. The second one probably would be uh, I'm between education policies or healthcare policies. Education policies.
All right, that's number two. And who of your friends or classmates from your square, from the block, or from the school would you put in charge of this?
Oh, probably Javier.
Javier, okay, you have two people now, two coordinators. Let's go for number three.
Number three, healthcare policies.
All right, and that who is in charge of this table?
Mm, Elisa.
Lisa. Okay, well, we have a third person here. Now we need a fourth person for another topic.
Mm, well, yeah, security policies. I think that is the fourth one.
Before the security policies. And who would be in charge of this?
Mm, probably mm, Manuel.
Manuel. All right. We have David, Javier, Elisa, Manuel. We need four more people.
Yeah. The next one probably will be housing policies.
Housing policies. All right. All right. Here.
Probably Alicia.
Alicia. Okay. Alicia is in charge of housing policies. Great. All right. Then we're going to do three more labor, criminal, and environmental policies.
Probably criminal justice policies.
All right. That's number six. Who's in
Yeah.
charge?
Yeah, in charge. Ariadna.
Ariadna. All right. We have Ariadna. We need two more. We have our cabinet complete. You said criminal justice or you said environmental policies? I think so.
I said criminal justice.
All right, perfect. So we have six people. We need two more.
Environmental policies. Probably Luis.
Luis,
Yeah.
we have seven, and our cabinet is almost complete. So number eight should be this one, labor policies. And who's in charge?
Melissa.
Melissa. Melissa takes double S or just one?
I think that double S.
Double S. All right. Well, there. Now I'd like you, please, Miky, to address your people in a short speech. Tell them what they are in charge of, why they were designated, and what you expect from them. So now it's going to be the city hall address. You address them. So please, you tell them why you designated them, what you expect from them, and when you expect their actions and plans to be carried out. More or less in these terms, you provide a speech, please, to them, you address them, you welcome them in the city hall as a mayor of Irapuato, and you tell each one what you expect from them. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds per person. I don't think 1 minute is necessary per person. You tell David, I chose you because you are an honest person, da da da. Javier, you were chosen because of this, etc. What do you think about this task, Miky?
Yes, sure. We need to write it or just say it.
No. Just say it. Say it. You are. I don't want to say improvising. Supposedly, you have had weeks of preparation for this moment because
Hey.
you were carefully thinking about them, right? And now this is the moment of truth. You welcome them in the cabinet and you tell them why you designated them, what you expect from them, and when and how you expect their actions to be performed or carried out. You accept the challenge?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Okay, well, we're
Um,
all ears, we're hearing, we're listening to you, Mickey. And now the mayor of the city, Mickey Hernandez, is going to welcome his cabinet. Thank you, applause.
um, well, yeah. First of all, thank you for to all of you for coming. I know that all of you have important things to do, but I'm happy that you accept this invitation. Um, First of all, I want to say thank you to David. David is in charge of family and child welfare policies, and the reason why is because I know the quality of person that David is, and obviously I have a lot of expectations of him for the same reason. So that's why I want mm, to have a plan of all the activities and all the work that David is gonna do for the family and the child welfare. I want to have the plan as soon as possible because we know that we have a lot of work to do, and, yeah, we need to work together. But obviously, David is in charge for the reason that I told you, because I know the quality of person that you are, and because I trust in you. The second one, and who is in charge of the education policies, is Javier. Javier is known for being one of the most, how can I say, like, studious and ambitious person in terms of knowledge. I know that there's a person who is dedicated all his life to education, so I know that he will be the perfect person to discharge. Uh, as same as David and all the members here, I have a lot of expectations, and I know that you can cover all of them. So I want to listen to all of your ideas, to all your proposals, and obviously, I'm expecting that the plans that you have will be for the benefit of the society. So thank you, Javier, to stay here too, and, yeah, I trust in you. The third one is Elisa. Elisa is in charge in healthcare policies. I know that she and her family always has been involved in healthcare. I know that she knows how the system works. I know that she knows what are the potential solutions to the system. I know that there are things that we need to solve, that we need to fix, and that's why Elisa is in charge of healthcare. Uh, what I'm expecting is that the healthcare services, and not just in the city but in all the state, improve for all the society, because uh, our state deserves a better healthcare system. So that's why Elisa is in charge. And obviously, I want to hear all your ideas, as same as all the people here, and see what you're planning to solve all the problems that we have. The fourth one is Manuel. He's in charge of security policies. I think that uh, security policies. I think that I know that with Manuel and Ariadna, they're gonna do a great work. Sí, adelante. I know that all the capacities, all the skills that you have, I know all your experience in this field. So that's why Manuel is in charge of security policies and Ariadna is in charge of criminal justice policies. I have a lot of expectations. We know all the problems that we have here in the city, in all state. and unfortunately on all the country, but at least starting from our city is the first step to change this problem. So they are the both in charge to solve the security in general. And I have a lot of expectations, and I have a lot um, of trust. I trust in all of you. So we need to take action now because the problem is there, and we need to solve it from one way or other or another. Uh, Luis is in charge of environmental policies. He has been a great friend of mine, a person who I really trust, and he always been a person who really care about our society, our city. So that's why he's in charge of this important field. Obviously, I expect a lot of Luis because he's a person that really complete what he promised. So I know that he's gonna do a great work, and yeah, I think that we can start from the next month. Obviously, we need to plan a lot of things. I'm gonna listen to all your ideas and proposals, and yeah, and see what can we do. Um, Alicia is in charge of housing policies. I know that she has been a person who always been interested in the um, how can I say this in the housing policies is like shelter and that stuff, teacher, or like the or how is involved.
Yeah, yeah. Where you do the developments, if you allow a cluster to be built in a specific place, if you permit a gas station to be installed or not next to your cluster, if you allow bars or recreation centers to be installed or not next to your neighborhood, the alignment of the housing includes housing regulations. If you put traffic permits or prohibitions, speed limits, everything related to the protection, development, and construction of houses and housing clusters. For example,
Mm,
you live in Los Arcos, right? Los Arcos, who can access there? Are you going to have a gate or it should be open access? Everything related to housing policies, you're going to decide. I mean, Alicia is going to decide in coordination with you as the mayor, the city, if they're going to have a new access or not, if you're going to install a new plaza, a new hall like Plaza like Fragari or not, how are you going to organize the development and expansion or contraction of the city? What businesses you're going to allow, which is ones you're not going to allow? Are you going to permit a bar next to a school or not, etc.? Everything related to the urban development. That's how.
okay. Uh, yeah, well, of course. Our primary objective is to work together to develop an inclusive and sustainable policies that ensures the adequate access to all the members of our society. I think that we have a lot of work here too. I know that Alicia has a lot of experience in this field, so that's why she's in charge. And I have a lot of expectations, as I mentioned so many times. But the reason why I remark this is because obviously I know the quality of people that all of you are, and that's why you are in charge of these important policies. And the last one, Melissa is in charge of the labor policies. We have a lot of things to do for society and for our city. Uh, not Our objective is to left a better society, to improve the different activities that we need that we as citizens must do for the better of our city. So I know that Melissa have a lot of experience. I have. I want to have a more participate city, and that's why Melissa is in charge of this. And yeah, I want to listen their ideas, their opinions, and see what can we do for society. And well, that was all the members of this cabinet. Thank you to all of you for come and let's work together.
Awesome. Fantastic. Well, applause by all the members of the cabinet, applause by everyone. Very nice speech, actually. Very encouraging, inspiring, motivating for them people, for everyone. All right, now let's. Very good, Mickey. Very good. I mean, this is
Thank you,
just a.
teacher.
Why couldn't it be true, right? One day, you never know.
Yeah, who knows?
But then you inspire the people, right? You inspire them through action, inspirational speech. That what is that? Well, possibly the motive uh, of your plans, of your plans, the reason or reason why they need to be implemented. What are the values that you base your actions on, right? This is based on what? Based on which values or morals or ethics? So why is this necessary? Why do people, or why does the society need all this, right? Is this necessary? Why, right? Is this necessary? If so, why, right? If so, why? The other thing is, how are we going to do it? How is the city hall going to do it? This is a speech for the masses, for the public, for the people. This is possibly a speech on TV in which you state your plans. Well, we want to make Irapuato a new city. Why? Well, because you deserve it. We have lots of kids in the range of 60% are young people, whatever. I mean, the reason why the society needs a change, the society needs a new direction. Looks like a political a political speech, right? New direction.
Mhm. Yeah.
But based on which values? Is this necessary? Well, it is absolutely necessary. We are polluting the fields, we are eroding the land, we are contaminating the air, the water, we are going through violence periods. There is a decadency of the social tissue, a decay which is more oblivious than ever before, etc. I mean, you express your reasons based on which values, right? The value of the family, the value of honesty, the value of hard work, perseverance, etc. You have your values, which are fantastic. I mean, family values, etc. And then, why is this necessary? What happens? And then, how the city hall is going to do it? Well, you have designated a great cabinet, and this is going to take different stages, right? Various or specific stages at different milestones. The milestones are landmarks. This is an important moment. We have managed to get 80% of labor has been completed. Criminal justice policies, well, we have increased the penalty for the people who steal. We have cleaned up the police, and I mean specific things that you believe need to be implemented. So let me see how's our. Yeah, we have time. Why don't we do a little speech for the people? This is not for your cabinet. This is for the people who have voted for you. And now you tell them what is the motive, the motivation, what the reason why they need to be implemented, and which are your values, and why this is necessary, etc. How about that, Mickey? Let's see, maybe a 3 to 5 minute speech. Do you think that's approximately adequate for the people, for the public? What do you think?
Yes, sure. Yeah, it's okay.
All right, well, okay, let's go. So I'm going to present the new mayor of the city. Mr. Miky Hernandez is he's gonna talk to the people about his plans of managing this difficult city to manage, but yet is our home. So here we have Mr. Miky Hernandez. Yeah, applause.
Well, first of all, thank you to all of you. I know that all of you have important things to do, and that's why I appreciate your time because I know that it's values. We are here for and a specific reason is for our city. We know that we have a lot of things to do. I know that we have a lot of problems, but the first step is to the society be charged, and not only the government. I think that it's an effort that we need to do together. Uh, we know that last years our city has passed for so many things, not all of them good things, and it's time to change it. Uh, so it is important to not ignore the realities that we are confronting. Um, for every problem we encounter, there are opportunities for change, for growth, and for progress. And the only way to do it is with the effort of you guys. So that's why we need to implement new laws, new strategies, and efforts. In few words, all of them based in the love, in responsibility, in respect. I think that are the values that normally our families have. So we just need to move those values to our society and um, to our yeah, to our city. I think that it's important to really take care of what we have, and I know that Irapuato and all the state have a lot of potential to grow, a lot of potential to be a safe city. And the way how we're gonna do it is, as I mentioned, applying new rules, new strategies, new efforts, in few words. Uh, the city hall is gonna do with the different departments, the different policies that we have are divided in education, in family and child welfare, healthcare, security, labor, criminal justice, environmental, and housing policies. I know that it's a lot of things to do, but I know that with the effort of the person in charge, with the society, and with me, we're gonna achieve it. So yeah, I just need your trust, and you'll see the results of your work. Oh, it's difficult, teacher. Finish.
Continue. I'm going to turn the microphone off because there is a guy here promoting things. I'm going to turn this off for a moment. But you go on, Mickey, please.
Yeah, teacher. I told you that it is difficult to create an inspirational speech because there are a lot of things that we need to pay attention. I imagine that it's difficult, and mostly in a language that is not my first language. So I need to think in the different issues that we have as society, and at the same time uh, think about how will be the best way to say it. So yeah, I think that it's important to, in a way, encourage our people. I think that that's why we have a lot of problems because uh, so many of us have lost this. Um, can I say it? Like, yeah, like the faith in our society, in our governments, in our own people. So I think that it's important to feel the people part of the change, and obviously I know that it's an effort that it's um, not only for the government, it's an effort for for the society in general, the government, and the different entities that we have. So yeah, I think that it's possible, but it's it's like a joint effort, right?
Well, I believe the speech was very, very good, very inspirational, was very honest, very sincere. And yeah, you don't have to yell, you don't have to scream. I think you did perfect, because at the end the contents is what convinces people. Yeah, there are strategies to make emphasis, and we're gonna beat the crime, we're gonna defeat poverty. And say, okay, well, that's the acting phase, which is also good. I mean, even in music, there is a. I'm gonna show you someone. There
Yeah.
is a piano player whose name is Lang Lang. If you can Google him, please. He's a great pianist, maybe one of the best ones in the world. Lang
It's
Lang.
Chinese, right?
Lang Lang, Chinese, yes, Chinese American now,
Mm.
but he's probably at least one is one of the most famous piano players in the world, and he's a great actor. I mean, he's a very technically proficient musician. He's really good. But if you look for a clip of any song, any composition, and look up for 10 seconds, you're going to see how he gesticulates. Well, I'm not visible now, but he makes these gestures, these grimaces with the face, like he's in ecstasy or something. And he's a true actor. He's really good. But many critics
Hmm.
believes that he's exaggerated. Others believe that he feels the music so much that he's very intense. So he's a controversial pianist, a very controversial player.
Yeah.
So look, take a look at him. I mean, maybe if you can Google some of his performances.
Yeah, I have seen some of his videos, and yeah, the gestures that he normally does, and all the faces.
Yeah,
Obviously, I understand why there are people who likes their style and people who just not. But at least for me, it's like it's, mm,
you say it is valid, legal to do it.
yeah, of course. I think that probably there are people who criticize his style because normally the pianists are not people who are so um, how can I say it, like so expressive
No,
with their emotions or
well,
with
yeah, uh-huh.
so
Yeah,
I think that in a way he's changing a little bit the way how we see the classic music. Uh,
absolutely.
I'm seeing now a video of I think that he's playing a whole new world. I think that it is from a Disney movie, and it's great. I think that it's important to let a little change some things. I think so.
Yeah, yeah, totally true, totally true. Sometimes when I'm in classes, in chess classes with kids, and we see a dull topic or added topic like pawn endgames,
Mhm.
and it's like studying math, right? It's very dry. It's not the typical combinations of a piece sacrifice. You sacrifice the queen and give checkmate, but it's more like a mathematical operation. What I
Mhm.
do, and I do following Lang's advices, I make an effort. Say, what a move! Oh, what? No, I cannot believe it. That's an impressive move, and obviously it's good. But I can just say that's a good move and be very dull, right? Very dry.
Yeah,
But I can put this acting effort, right? Oh, what a move! I cannot believe it. Can you believe that, kids? And they get dragged by the emotion.
yeah, of course.
But also, there is this guy Confucius. There is this other guy, which I like a lot. What's this philosopher from the times of Seneca?
Mm.
Cicerone, Cicero.
Mhm.
Well, these guys were very quiet, very dull, and very profound, very deep. When they expressed something, they didn't make maneuvers, they didn't drag, they didn't yell. They were very dull, very stoic, if you allow the word in this context.
Yeah.
It they would just say what they thought in a very honest, sincere, and straightforward manner, just like the speech that you just provided to the people, to the public. And I believe that is truly valuable in the sense that it's convincing because of the merit of the words, not because I am acting like I sometimes do with the children when I teach them some chess. But at the end, what is important is the contents of the message.
Hmm. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah, just go on, Mickey.
Yeah, of course. I think that there are different ways to do so many things. Playing the piano, uh, saying a speech, trying to motivate people. I think that all people have like they earn like how you say like essence or how you say like um, how can I say essencia?
Essence.
Essence, yeah. So yeah, I think that it's good to have like different ways of doing of the different things. Um, I think that in a way our society uh, tried to shape us like just one way. You know, for example, that's why there are people who criticize probably the gestures of Lang Lang because I don't know. I imagine that there are people who is like so traditional that say, well, but in the past that will be something I don't know, probably until rude or that is not respecting the song that he's performing. But I think that it's important to in moments like analyze what if we are doing it's correct or not, and if we can put like a little bit of our essence on it, I don't see like if it's something wrong, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's a very interesting and good point. Very valid. I would say that adding a little bit of spice, like putting a little bit of salt or mint or cumin to the soup, it just gives more flavor. It's not
Hmm.
necessarily something that you need to add. Well, I don't like to put some salt, just like this is enough. Okay, so it's a matter of taste, if you allow me the expression.
Yeah,
It's a matter
yeah,
of
of
taste.
course.
So, and as you say, you are building your style, you're reinforcing your style, you are completing your style. And as you just said a few minutes ago, it's valid to try new things, it's valid to change things, it's valid. But the most important thing is the substance, the contents of a message. In this case, the message that you gave to the city was very strong, very powerful, how you're going to do it. And then an additional part of the task of the game, let's call it a game because I think for the moment it's a game,
Yeah,
could materialize in 5 or 10 years. You never know, right? Who
yeah, of
would
course.
say that maybe in 10 years, hey, Miky, remember that we were in English class and we were talking about
Mm.
this moment? Well, now it has arisen. Who
Yeah.
knows? Who knows? But the reality is that if you make a model, like if you make a drawing of before you started your business, I
Hmm.
am sure that you had it in your mind. I'm
Yeah.
sure that you thought of it before implementing it. That you said, well, maybe you had family discussions or conversations with your dad, with your mom, with the family, or with friends. You said, well, or maybe by yourself in your communion with God. Maybe you were saying, well, what if I start a business, right? And now it is a reality. So, what if you created a model in which you and your friends manage the city, and then I don't know their English level, but could it be possible, just thinking, that you invite him to say a couple of phrases for a video, private video, just for you and myself, maybe your dad, whoever you decide, in which you tell them, hey, Javier, Elisa, Manuel, tell me a couple of phrases in English on this topic because it's a class work. It doesn't have to be 10 minutes, just 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and you make a short video in which you present your cabinet's proposals. I know that it can take some effort because you need to tell them, hey, it's because of class work, there's this is maybe it can be lengthy. So I wouldn't say that you tell the eight of them, but maybe two or three of your friends that you convince them to say a couple of sentences in English for the class, just to make like a little presentation in English in which you say, well, here's my cabinet. I'm going to present Javier, I'm going to present Elisa and Manuel, and they're going to speak for 10 seconds. They're going to say two of their ideas for the cabinet. If it's not too much work, because I know that you have homeworks, that you have this, that they have also their activities.
Yeah, well, no, it's not like too much work. Probably of the 8 people uh, that we put here, probably just two or yeah, probably just two.
Just two or one or two, no more than that. Yeah, because no, it would be a great effort to have them all prepare something,
Yeah,
but just one or
because
two people.
unfortunately the majority they don't speak English. So yeah, but at least I think that 2 people I can convince them. I think so.
Could you? That'd be awesome. That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm gonna I'm gonna say that it's for English work, and a part of that is private. It's just for my work, my homework. Sorry. So yeah, probably I can convince them, teacher.
Okay, well, that'd be awesome. Okay, Mickey. Well, as usual, very interesting deployment and development of events.
Thank you,
Thank you very
teacher.
much.
Yeah.
And sorry for not being visible.
No, teacher, I understand. Don't worry. I hope that the link that I sent you works for you, and thank you, teacher, for your time.
All right, Mickey. Well, take care. See you, I think, on Thursday, most probably. All right.
Yes, sure. Don't worry. Just let me know if on Thursday or Friday, and yeah, we stay in touch, teacher. Take care,
All right.
teacher.
Thank you, Mickey. Take care. Have a wonderful week and see you